Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. So as beginning homesteaders, for us, it's always nice, when we can find ways to save money and just make life easier. And last week I had one of those little light bulb moments when it came to raising our quail, because anyone who raises quail knows that they are just the messiest eaters. They'll put their beaks in the trough and they'll kind of turn their head sideways. They sling food everywhere and it makes a mess, and you end up wasting a lot. So we found a feeder that we've been using now for almost a week, and it has worked amazingly well. So that's what I wanted to share with y'all in today's video. So we started off with just these little tray feeders, and these work great for like the baby chicks in the brooder box. But eventually, even with that hole, they'll start to sling it out and they make a mess. And so they'll waste a lot with these. I saw a guy that made feeders out of this. This was just as much mess as that. They would still put their heads in there and they could still manage to sling food out. I've seen some where they had like some PVC pipes in here. I didn't try that, but I could see how maybe that might reduce waste. But what I found was a lot better built than a plastic box, and I think it's going to last for a long time. So let me show you all that. So it's actually these J-hook feeders. And so what I did, it's a 7-inch wide feeder, but it's not just the feeder itself. I actually we had some of this 1/2 x 1/2 wire that we use for cages. And so I cut like a 3-inch strip by 7-inch strip. And then I cut out sections where there's a 1-inch gap in between. So there's 4 1-inch gaps. And that kind of keeps them from taking it and like really slinging their heads around and making a mess. And we had 1/2 x 1/2 wire. If you have a 1 x 1 wire, that would probably be just as good, and it would save you a few snips on having to cut. But it's just sitting on top of that feed. And then also the feed that we use, we actually use Tucker Milling's game bird layer, and it's real fine. And so these have a little screen on the bottom, and so just for experimental purposes, just to see if this worked, I just did a quick job of just taping it with some packaging tape to keep all that from falling out. And I don't know how long that's going to last right there. We may have to get something a little bit more substantial for the backside. But so far these have worked really well. So let me show you the results. All right, and so we still have a few cages where I need to go get some more J-hook feeders and install them here. But so we're using just the traditional feeders. And so if you see in their poop collection tray, I mean, all that, it's just wasted feed. So that's with this, and that's over about, I think, 4 or 5 days since we last cleaned these trays out. And so now let me pull out one of the trays from under the J-hook feeder. And look, I mean, there's hardly anything down there. I do have a water leak apparently, but no food wasted. So we can pull out another one, same thing. So, I mean, that little step alone is probably going to cut our feed bill, I don't know, maybe in half. I mean, they waste a lot of food. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all, and I hope that helps you if you're raising quail or if you want to get into it. If you want to see some other things that we've learned from our quail, be sure to click the video where we talk about some of the incubator issues that we had when we were just starting to hatch our own quail eggs. And be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can watch our future videos.